Coach's Corner number 18, Seth Humphrey, Coach Christian. Today we're going to talk about
why cardio sucks for long-term fat loss. So I think really where we could start first is kind of explain the difference of like what cardio does for your body and then what strength training does for your body. So cardio, yes, it does burn more calories during the workout, but then you get no long-term lasting effect after that. So strength training, you're going to have a lasting effect. So you might not burn as many calories during the workout that you would doing cardio, but then your body's burning that fuel all day. So while you're sitting down just doing office work or doing little stuff where you're not even really moving your body a whole lot, strength training is going to continue to burn calories rather than just burn those calories during that workout there.
Yeah, no, just to get you just to strength train over cardio, the look, the aesthetic look.
Yeah.
Like people will say all the time, like come in that they want to tone up or they want to drop body fat. Someone who's overweight, someone who needs to lose a pretty good amount of weight, they can do a cardio or a boot camp workout or whatever it may be, and it's hard because you're carrying more weight around, you're moving around real quick and things like that, and you're sweating more, and so you immediately start to believe that, like, okay, well, this workout's going to get me where I want to get to faster.
Mm-hmm.
And the simple fact of it is like results don't lie, but neither does the data. Like the data shows that strength training has 1,000 times more benefits than cardio. Now cardio is great for your heart.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that, but we can add some cardio in different ways of doing that. We're not saying that not do cardio. All we're saying is you need to get at least 3 to 4 days a week of strength training in before you lean on cardio. Where
we're not shaming cardio. Cardio has its purpose for sure, but I think what we end up doing with cardio is we become so reliant on it, and we end up digging ourselves a hole because our body adapts to it a lot easier. So, you might get some benefits from doing 30 minutes of cardio for a week, 2 weeks, but then what happens when your body adapts to that 30 minutes? You got to ramp it up. Now we're doing 45 minutes. Now we're doing an hour. So we have to continue to raise it up, and it just gets even harder and harder, and you run out of time in the day. So your body adapts to that. But with strength training, like all you have to do is mix up the rep range or mix up the tempo. Like you can continue to do all these different things to give your body something foreign. That way you can adapt to it. Exactly.
When we look at the cardio side of it, it's like with the clients at the Vitality Mill, and that's all I can speak for. That's all I really want to speak for. It's like individuals that are over 40, individuals that are stressed out, that have a lot on their plate. We don't need to add more stressors, and what that cardio and that hard type of workouts do is they cause even more stress on your body, where strength training is not as much of a stressor, but it's going to give you, and it's going to give you other benefits, especially women. Bone density is an issue as we get older. And just like I said before, aesthetically just looking different. That tone look, all that tone look is burn fat, build lean muscle.
Think about like risk of injury too.
Yeah.
I mean, cardio, some of those movements are very high impact, very hard on your joints. So our older clients with Vitality Mill, like that's the last thing we want to do. So we need to continue to build muscle and build strength around those joints. To put them in a better position. Just longevity is the biggest thing. Just think longevity.
Well, and then like your spine, and you're going and running or doing these jumps and things like that, and you're not conditioned to do those things because you've just not done it. But then you get thrown in a high intensity boot camp, and everybody's running in different directions and doing different things, and next thing you know, you find yourself injured or with that compressed spine. I can speak for myself. Compressed spine. If I go and run, then it's one of those things that sciatic nerve starts to become an issue, things like that. So like, I'm not saying I won't run. For me, running is going to be more of sprints. I'm going to do sprints. Mm-hmm. I'm going to do hill sprints so that I can, with my velocity, I can kind of take that back some by having to go up the hill, so less likely to be injured that way as well. So you have anything else you want to
I thought every form of exercise has its purpose. So we're not saying don't do any cardio at all, but just like squeeze it in whenever it's necessary to put it in there. Do your strength training, make that the main priority.
Yeah, have a reason why you're doing
for sure
cardio. Now, if you're training, Cassie's a runner, one of our coaches here, and like she's going to run, and that's like her thing, and she loves to do it. But she's also strength training and things as well. She's
Yeah.
also making sure she's doing everything else that she needs to do to stay on her mobility and things like that, so that she doesn't have injuries. Where there's a positive, there's a negative. Where there's a negative, there's a positive. So what we want to do is just simplify it. So if we can go, hey, you just need to strength train 3 or 4 times a week. You need to go and get steps in and continue to work and building up your steps. And then if you want to, once clients come in 3 or 4 days, we do throw in a more high intensity workout for them, because they do like to have those. But we're going to give you what you need instead of giving you what you want all the time. And I think that's what the benefit of the Vitality Meal is that you can go and you can search the websites, and you can listen to Billy Sue down the street who tells you that this place, this fit camp, and this boot camp or whatever it is the most amazing thing ever, and it may be. But we're going to give you what you actually need to get long-term, sustainable results. My friend, there's no point in getting in shape. There's no point in dropping weight. There's no point in doing any of this if you can't keep it and it's not sustainable to do long-term. And what I can tell you, as being almost 42 years old, there's no way I could keep up with doing high intensity stuff all day, every day. I've got too much other stuff going on. So
Yeah.
let us show you. Like, it's easy for us to come here and talk it, but we like to walk it. And that's the difference between us. And so what we'll do is like make it simple for you. And with that, come in, give us 30 days. If we don't blow you away, if you don't get results, and you don't see that how this could be sustainable and something that you love, then we'll just give you your money back. Pretty simple. So if that's something you're interested in, you can shoot us a message, you can comment below, and we'll point you in the right direction from there. For Coach Christian, Seth Humphrey, have a fantastic day. And if you need anything, like I said, comment below, and we will point you in the right direction. Talk soon.